Hello guys, this is Farmman Rose RC. This is episode number 6. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to jump in. Gooniac's live right now. Hello Ethan RC, what's up? I'm just sharing my link over to Gooniac's live stream so people know that I'm actually live right now. I'm just watching Gooniac right now. Hey Wild Bill.
You just let it build some speed and let it fly. It's totally good. I mean, Ray can back me up too. It's not an underpowered airplane by any means. Nope, not at all.
I'll start my show once I get a bunch of other people in here.
In the house,
So just hang tight.
John Hill's the man.
Gooniac's live right now.
John Hill always comments.
So I'm just listening to what he's saying.
Positive comments too.
So I'm going to have to run channels for all these servo wires.
Yep, sure thing, Amazon. Yeah, it's a good flying plane. I fly with the HRB 6050Cs, and I mean, it's a beast. Just let it build speed, and once it builds up that speed, it holds it. And I've flown it with all the ordnance.
Plains archery, table tennis, hello.
The ordnance. It actually flies the same.
Well, I don't know why Gooniac is live. Obviously, he didn't tell me that he was doing live stream. I never heard he was doing live stream. I just saw it on my phone. So, it's my show, my time. Right now, I'm going to be talking about RC for about an hour. And then Colin Clohan, what's his YouTube name again? I forget, but anywho, I'm gonna pop a Corona. Come on. I just spilt some. Oh well. You guys gotta be drinking your Corona beer during the coronavirus. I'm just gonna give you guys time to pop in before I start my show. I'm trying to stay in touch with Ray right now.
They're very close to each other. I mean, I've had good luck with Admiral batteries.
Okay, they're not even talking about it, so who cares? Yeah, I'm reading the chats right now. Hello, everybody. Robert Ortlep, hello, thanks. You gonna be a new subscriber? I'll give you a wrench if you do. I'll give you a wrench right now if you subscribe. No, I just built a little bit. Just a bit. I tried to knock it off of wood and it didn't work. And I just knocked it off the vise. Ethan RC, Wild Bill. The Fairchild, we're talking about the A10. Okay, Robert's asking how things side of Canada. Well, I live in Ontario right now, so the weather's finally getting nicer. It's 13 degrees Celsius, so that'd be about 40, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, around there, if I'm right, maybe 50. But I flew some planes today. I flew the A-10, flight number 2. Didn't go as smooth as flight number 1. I'll show you what happened. And then I flew my Viper, and then I flew the UMX Pitts S1S. How many more to 300, Bill said. I got about 20 more to go. Maybe less. Robert, okay, you are going to get a wrench because you just subbed. That's awesome. Victor Sameless, what's up? Hey, Jermaine Spencer. This is episode number 6. This isn't going to be about the giveaway yet. I'll do one as soon as I hit 295. I'll make an announcement for that. Oh, Robert, you're Canadian too. That's awesome. Snow is gone. Yeah, it was snowing a couple days ago for about a week. Been snowing on and off, but it's not on the ground. Yeah, it was 13 today. So I guess you guys are just coming in here. That's awesome. I'm at 285 subscribers, so I got 15 more to go until I hit 300. Hello, Inertia RC. I know who you are, so you get a wrench. I'm gonna start talking about my A10 and what happened today with it. So I'm gonna take off my headphones. I just hope my volume is good and the mic's good. You might hear some background noise. That's upstairs, but anyway, so I'll grab the A10 right here. This piece here, I have it. It's just not on the plane right now. It keeps popping off. I gotta put some magnets on it. I was using double-sided tape for a while, and it was working out. The A10, no damage on it at all from what you guys can see. But flight number 2 was a bit bouncy. This is what happened on flight number 2. I came in for a landing. It bounced, and I guess the back end scraped. I should have just got it back up in the air rather than deciding to land, but I ran out of airspace to take off where I was flying out of. So that happened today. It's a quick fix. I'm not too concerned about the back rudder there. And I got a little bit of scraping on the one missile here. See there's a little white spot. But the gear is not bad other than the nose gear. I'll bring it up closer for you guys. You guys can see that the nose wheel is popped up. Popped down a bit. That's because I bent it. There's no fuselage damage. There's a little bit of stressing around the nose gear, but not too visible from a distance. But up close, from what I'm looking at right now, it is a little bit damaged. I'm going to have to remove the front here. I believe someone else did it too. It's on YouTube. There's a fix for this gear, so I'm going to have to take this out and repair it again. But obviously the steering is off too. But I won't be flying it this weekend. I got to do some field work at the farm. It's going to rain Sunday. So I'll repair this on Sunday when I'm not working. But it's not bad. I haven't flown off grass yet. Just pavement. It was just a second flight. It was less windy than it was during the maiden. But other than that, the plane still looks brand new. There's hardly any way you can tell that it had a rough landing just by looking at it. It's a great flyer. I get about 4 minutes on a 4,000 milliamp battery. Hey Colin, what's up? Just talking about the A10 here. About average flight time, about 3.5 to 4 minutes, as what the manual says. The battery came back at 20%. I flew it for 4 minutes and 30 seconds total. Was the timer used, and then yeah, it flies great. It rolls really, really nice, like a real full-size A10 does. If you ever seen one at an air show, I've seen one at an air show many a times here in Ontario, and I can tell you there's hardly any difference between how this one flies and seeing the full scale size one fly. And it handles. It won't really pull a loop because the battery I was using was heavier than normal. So obviously the loop wasn't good, but on a recommended 3300 milliamp battery, I bet you it will pull loops like no tomorrow. Yeah, the A10 did death bounce. I came in a little bit not as bad as the first flight, but I just came in a little bit too hot. But it's not bad at all. Hardly any damage. Just a little nose gear fix and a little rudder fix to do. But so yeah, this thing, it flies great. I definitely recommend it. To compare it against the eflite Viper, I say that the eflite Viper is a lot easier to fly than this. This one likes to fly fast. Like, flying it slow, you're going to need a bit of wind to fly it slow. Because if I was flying it, there was no wind outside, and I could hardly even keep it at half throttle. I was flying about full throttle 85% of the air time. So obviously in 10 kilometer per hour winds, it will not do slow flight, especially if you're running a 4,000 milliamp battery. But on average, it doesn't. It likes wind. The first time I flew it, I believe it was almost 20 kilometer per hour winds, and it flew slower, way better than it did today. But it's a great airplane. I like it. What I don't have on is the two bombs. I took them off because I can't set the plane down on a flat surface without wrecking them. So I took them off, and the flaps work. I got it. It's almost dialed in. I need to get a 3300 milliamp battery to CG it perfectly. But for flying right now, it flies great on the 4100. Yes, Colin is going live at 8:30. So tonight's show is just going to be a bit short. Probably next week I'll be doing a longer show. I might be at 300 subs by then. So yeah. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this down. I won't grab out the UMAX pits. I didn't do anything to that today. I flew it without crashing it or landing it rough. But I'll show you what happened to my Viper. So, as you guys may know, my eflite Viper, it's my hand tossed jet. That's the biggest hand tossed jet I have. I'm just gonna keep it down for now. I'll show you in a bit. And I decided to hand launch it myself today. I've hand launched it before, but today with hardly any wind, it was a bad idea. Because I'm going to show you right now what happened, and you're going to laugh at me and think I'm an idiot. I'll show you a small part of it. The flap came off when it landed or crashed. There's no wing damage to it other than me doing the crack repair. There's an elevator servo is stuck in the upright position. This one right here still works. The rudder still works, but this one here is stuck, so that has to be replaced. The control surfaces on the wings all work, even the flap servo that came off. The flap that came off, the flap servo works. Both of them work. I'll show you what happened to the front. Look at that. That's going to take some hot water, a lot of glue, and probably some tape Yep, I lawn darted it. I threw it. Just like this, holding the wheel inserts. I threw it. It went, and then it looked like it was flying fine, and all of a sudden it just tip stalled on me. I tried to bring it back, and right before I got it level again, it was too close. It just bonk hit into the ground. So I've crashed this many times before. This crash isn't as bad as the last one. The last one, the fuselage came apart in two sections. One right down the side and one down the middle here. But on the front, it's obviously not that bad. It's a little bit bent, but I'll be able to bend it back with some hot water. So, yeah. Wild Bill's asking if Frank Sylvester bought one. Yeah. I wonder if he did. So that's what happened with my eflite Viper. This jet, I don't really have much to care for it. Oh, here's some mud from the field. I don't have much to care for it. I don't use the landing gear on it anymore because I don't like using it. The front steering, I can't fix it every flight. It's just a pain in the nuts to fix it before every flight because once it's off, the steering is really bad. And I'm not going to replace the landing gear in it. But I belly land it. I've been doing that pretty much all last summer. Every time I flew it, it was just a belly land. And it's great for that. But obviously the nose took a hard hit today. So it's not that bad. I'll have more stuff to work on. I'm waiting on a fuselage for my L-39. Let's see if I can point to it. Right there. I'm getting a new fuselage for it and tip tanks with the lights. I want it back looking 100% scale. Last year it had a pylon on the side of the runway and it tip stalled when I was landing it. It was pretty windy, about almost 30 km/h winds, and as soon as I slowed it down on final, the wind took care of it. I fixed it up, flew it 5 times after that, and I'm gonna make it scale again. I might even do a turbine conversion kit on it this summer and put a JetCat P30 or an Exakoi 45 or K30 in it from King Tech. So yeah, I'm gonna catch up on the chat on my phone right now. Hey, Love RC, what's up? Yeah, I don't use monocoat really, but what I will use for this jet is instead of using the foam safe glue, is I'll use my hot glue gun, and what I'll do is I'll jam the tip in the main crack here. I'll get this part back, and then once this is back on here, then I'll start to fix the nose, and then once that's done, I'll use hot water last to reshape it back into shape. So it's not that bad. But this was my first EDF jet last spring, and I've got like 300 flights on it maybe. Every time I went to the field, I always brought the Viper, except for that one time in London. But I love it. It's a great first jet. I've practiced many times with it. Then I went to the L-39, and then I went to the 64mm F-16, which you can see behind the A-10. And then I went to the, what was next? The MiG-17. That didn't go so well. That thing does not like grass one bit, especially on the maiden. And then in the F-18, I got about 20 flights on that. MiG 17 is over, is right behind me. That there, it's in perfect shape. It will also get a turbine conversion kit. I don't think I'll do it this year, but maybe next year over the winter. But the L-39, I love it. I've seen many videos of guys flying turbine conversion kits on the L-39, and they said it's awesome. So yeah. And then there's my F-18 with the Canadian 2017 demonstration team scheme celebrating Canada for 150 years. That was 2017. I painted it myself. Graphics were done by Callie. I'm going to hang up my Viper right now. The canopy survived on the Viper when it crashed. But yeah, today I was under a lot of stress. It was a hard day at work. I would put my headset on so I can hear my voice. Oh, it's dinner time for you, Wild Bill? Okay, I'll catch you in call and stream. We got about 40 more minutes until you go live calling. If you guys want to see any videos, I can share videos. If you got videos to share with me, just drop the link, and then I'll put it up on the stream. I kind of don't really have anything else to talk about other than I will do a little announcement on the giveaway. I'll just do a recap. So when I hit 300 subs by May 1st, if I do, somebody will be winning a UMX Turbo Timber, and I'll be buying that from JB Linden's website from Amazon. And then that winner will also receive one flight battery, or a pack of 2 flight batteries from Horizon Store. It'll be 2 Venoms, and then there'll be a second giveaway from me, and that will be just 1 flight battery, 300 milliamp, for your UMX Turbo Timber, UMX Pits, UMX Carbon Cub, UMX Citation. I believe runs on that same pack. I'm pretty sure it does. So yeah. And then if Gooniac wants to donate something, or somebody else does, they can go ahead and do that. But the only way they are going to win is you got to be a long-time subscriber. Robert, I'm going to let you in because it's probably going to be 2 more weeks until I do the giveaway. And you got to be in the live stream. You got to be in the chat when the giveaway is happening. I'll chat for about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. And then after that, then I'll spin the wheel, and the first prize will be the smallest prize, and then I'll save the best for last. What hobby stores? All of them are open in Ontario. It's curbside pickup only. You cannot go into the stores. But yeah. Gotta drink your Corona beer. Hey, Shadow Ops. Mickey, what's up? You, sir, get a wrench. Everybody gets wrenches. Oh, Colin, you don't have a wrench yet. That's my bad. Are you still in here? Let me give you a wrench. I was just talking about the A10 on my Viper and the giveaway. I'm 15 subscribers away from 300, so once that happens, I'll be doing a giveaway. Okay. Well, do it on my multiplayer because I'll join. I got Real Flight 8. Hey, Captain Photon, what's up? Before you leave, I'll give you a wrench. I wonder where Colin is. Colin in here? Colin, you still in here? Turbine update. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about turbines. So right now with the situation of the coronavirus, I'm gonna start it off here. Is that our premier, who's in charge of all of Ontario, and then there's the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He's in charge of all of Canada and all the provinces. And our premier is expecting us to loosen restrictions around Victoria Day weekend, but he's always making changes every day. And he's trying to say that that if it keeps on getting worse and worse, and the cases don't slow down, and okay, thanks Plains Archery, you can do that. That'll be awesome. And I have a event coming up May 2-4 weekend. It's called Jet Frost in Godridge, Ontario, and that event is strictly a test and tune event for turbine jet pilots and beginners, and you can get trained by a bunch of experts there. I believe it's a few days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's at the Godridge Municipal Airport. So we got a large runway to use. I think it's 8,000 feet, or is it 11,000 feet? I think. So it's pretty big. Standard civil size airport. So that'll be awesome to use, and that's when I want to maiden it. And if that event gets canceled, there is a rain date, May 29th, 28th and 29th and 30th, the weekend after, I believe. So I'm really hoping that Jet Frost does not get canceled and I can maiden my Deviator jet. And if I do, hope and pray that it all goes well, then I will succeed in flying turbines this summer. That's what I'm really hoping for, and that's my goal. And I want to buy a couple more this year. So yeah. Hey Craft King. So I got about 30 more minutes until Colin goes live. So yeah. I'll do a recap of what I was talking about for you guys that weren't in here at the start. I started talking about my A10. I flew it for the second time today. The landing was a bit rough. Overall, I unlocked the 100% potential out of the jet. I took off safe and flew it in AS3X. It rolls like the full-size version does if you've ever seen one. The battery the battery I had in it when I was flying it was a 4100 milliamp pulse. Sorry, I got a hiccups. I don't want to hiccup on the mic. And with a heavy battery, it didn't want to do a loop, but with the recommended battery, it would definitely do a loop no tomorrow. It rolls really nice. It's super fast, especially when there's zero wind. Like it's insanely fast. Like I put the speed meter in it, and I clocked it doing 120 miles an hour, and that was on a descent. I was up pretty high, and I just punched it full throttle, and it kind of did it down, and then went. And the highest was 120 miles per hour, so it is fast. It will do 100 miles an hour, no problem. 120, definitely. Hey, Mike SSI, thanks for stopping in. On the landing, I don't know if you can see it from here. I'm not gonna grab it, but one of the rudders on the A10 I broke off. I'm still a little bit shaken up from it. It hit the road when it bounced, and it knocked it off, and then I did some nose gear damage to it. I'll fix it on Sunday, just like I will with the eflite Viper. I flew the Viper 2 today and decided to hand launch it rather than take it off the pavement, because that's what I've been doing a lot. At the time, every time I fly it, I always hand launch it. Thanks, Volton. And when I hand launched it, it went, and it was rotating. It was going up, and then all of a sudden it just tip stalled. I'm like, what the heck? There's no aileron. Servos broke. What happened is I should have got someone else to hand launch it. I didn't give it enough oomph, and it just lawn darted. And from here it looks fine, but up close there's a bunch of dirt on the nose. The nose is broken in 2 spots. It's easily repairable. One of the elevator servos broke, but I'll use a spare one that I have from my last Viper. I crashed, but that Viper back there has like 300 flights on it. So the first one I got, it crashed on me due to signal loss. That's awesome. 640 acres. Heavy duty landscape fabric. Are you talking about that Geotex mat? 640 acres of that mat is pretty big. I'm even thinking about investing 800 feet of it by 20 if my flying field doesn't get reopened due to the coronavirus. I'm really mad about that virus too. I'm drinking a Corona. I don't know if it's helping me or making it worse, but it's keeping me alive. So yeah. Well, Gooniacs just started streaming. I don't think he knew that I was going to be on tonight. I started a bit late. I didn't post a notification for you guys until 7:25, and he was already live. And obviously, well, I have to go live because I want to do a little announcement for my upcoming giveaway, and I had some things to explain to you guys that what happened today and this week when I was flying my planes. I also flew the UMX Pitts S1S today. I put 2 flights on it, and it flies great. That too is a fast flyer. It will not fly slow. And I was running a 300 milliamp Venom pack in it, and it flies great. Yeah, he has been streaming every day, but he hasn't made an announcement yet on Facebook or YouTube to where he wants to have a scheduled show on a certain time. So obviously I've told everybody last week that yeah, I'm going live from now on because I want to get more subscribers. I want to engage in communicating with you guys and the world and talk about RC and flying and planes and anything RC related, even trains. So yeah, Colin Clohan is going to be going live in 25 minutes. So, somebody was talking about Real Flight 9. Yeah, Mickey, I do love the smell Jet A1. I'm running kerosene right now. The guys who have the bigger engines run the jet fuel. I have a mid-size engine, and it'll run on diesel, kerosene, and Jet A1. And jet fuel here in Canada is really expensive, and the cheapest is diesel, but I don't run that. A lot of guys run kerosene mixed oil. You mix any fuel you run in your turbine, you always mix it with oil. I'm mixing it with King Tech oil. Yeah, planes, archery, table tennis, an F-16. How do you get an F-16 in Real Flight 8 if it doesn't have one? It only has the F-86. I believe it's got the MiG and the L-39 and the Harrier. I don't think it's got any other turbine jets on there except for the Reaper. Photon, you getting crazy on here? Yeah, it is very similar to kerosene, but it doesn't smell the same. Diesel is cheap, but normally you run that in the engine if you're testing it. You don't really run it if you're flying them, because the way the engine works is it's really responsive to the temperature outside and the humidity, and it can depend, like on a day, if it's too hot and humid, the jet might not be running on the type of fuel you want it to run on, right? And you got to run something else. But most guys run kerosene. I only know a few guys that run Jet A1, and they have the biggest jets. And I'm talking like bigger than 140 engine Newton size. Where can you get the add-ons, Colin? Because I have Realflight 8 and I like to add some planes to it. Yeah, it doesn't burn as easy too, so it's just used, and especially at the manufacturer, if you send the engine back to get serviced, they will run it on diesel because it is the cheapest fuel to use. But kerosene is crazy expensive in Canada. Like here, if you go spend 20 Canadian dollars on kerosene, you can get, I believe, almost 2 jerry cans, and then you go to the States, you spend that $20 and you get like another 1.5 more jerry cans for that price. So as soon as the borders reopen, I can go across to the border, and that's where I pick up my kerosene, and that's where a lot of the guys pick up kerosene too, because it's just cheaper to do it over there. I'll just type my email in for you right now, Colin. I'm not really 100% focused tonight. I had a rough day with the eflite Viper and the A10. But just little hiccups. I didn't total them. If I totaled the A10 and the Viper, I don't think I'd be flying a turbine this summer. Right? Especially when you fly a plane for the second time. It is pretty nervous. But the eflite Viper, that was my fault. That wasn't Experience's fault at all. That was just me being dumb. I decided to hand launch it by myself. There's my email. Yeah, smuggling fuel to the buyer there. Yep. Because my buddy, he told me that if you go across the states, you can spend like $30 and get like another 1.5 extra worth of fuel of kerosene than what you can here. But I can buy kerosene at Canadian Tire, so it's not hard to buy if I just need a little bit. Yeah, I'm down to join, Colin. That'd be awesome. I'd definitely join. What I don't have is a headset, so if you can do a Zoom session when doing the real flight, that'd be awesome, because then I'll be able to hear and talk with you guys, because obviously I don't have a working headset. I've tried to use my Yeti as a headset and a mic for real flight, and it doesn't work. I need an actual headset, and I don't know if there's a glitch in the system, but nobody can really hear me talk. You only take the tractor. Yep. We have pink diesel on our farm for tractors. I'm actually using it tomorrow. I gotta work in the field. I gotta drink that Corona. Cheers, guys, to our hard work of week. And celebrating, how many weeks it's been? 5 weeks in Canada, I believe, since the first case started. Or has it been 8 weeks? I'm not sure. I think the first case was March break. Or no, the week before March break. So that'd be 8 weeks probably since it started here in Ontario. Right now we got 13,530 cases, and we have about 8,000 that are recovered, and we have about 780 dead. But the resolved cases are more than the number of active cases, which is good. So the number is going down in Ontario. It's getting better. Okay, that'd be awesome, Colin. I'd appreciate that. I'll definitely be down for a Zoom session and real flight. So yeah. Rape? What? What's that? You mean grapes? Do you grow grapes? Almost done. And it's almost time for Colin to start. Let's see if I can do this. I can't get all the planes in the background. Whoops. Don't worry, that cup was empty. There we go. There's more of them behind me. And there's more out in the shed. Rapeseed oil. Yeah, Idaho. I heard Iowa, Minnesota, the guys out there are getting going with corn. We're going to be planting corn on Monday. We're going to get a little bit of rain on Sunday. It's going to be perfect. Tomorrow I'm going to start cultivating. I got 25 acres to cultivate for corn, and then I got another 30, 35 acres to cultivate for beans. And then we're not planting anything in the hayfield because Dad is renting that out to his cousin. So yeah, we're just doing 75 acres this year. We don't have 100. We got the rest is all rented out. I think, yeah, we got 40 corn and then 25 beans. Something like that. I don't know. Just Plain Crazy is asking, what do I fly? What turbine jet do I fly? Okay, I'll put some pictures up right now for you guys. So I'll show you what kind of jet I fly. I mean, what turbine jet I will be flying in. I'm really hoping that my test and tune event doesn't get canceled because I'd love to maiden it then. And I'm hoping to get 100 to 200 more flights on my EDFs, especially the F-18 and the Su-30. I'm going to log a whole bunch on, and same with the L-39 and the A-10. So I'll show you what kind of jet I have. Excuse me. So this is an older model. It's called a Deviator. And it will run engines anywhere between 80 size Newton, so that'll be about 17 pound thrust, all the way to 120 Newtons, which is about 25 pounds thrust. Right now I'm running an 85 size Newton engine, which is putting about 20 pounds of thrust on it. And so it's almost there. The next sized up is 100 and then 120 from King Tech. And it's a Tiger tax scheme, so it's pretty nice. Hey, Hamilton's Hangar, what's up? You get a wrench if you subscribe. I think you're a subscriber already, so let me do this. Boom. There you go. Yeah, we got chickens king, so we don't really need money acres. We have 75 that we use, and then we got 25 that we rent out for hay for my dad's cousin for his dairy cattle. And then we do 25 beans, and then we do another 25 to 40 corn. And then the rest is bush and the food garden. We have a food garden that's about 5 acres. And then we got an apple orchard that's about 5 acres. So, and then I don't think we got pear trees anymore. But yeah. And then we also sell sweet corn too. So. Yep. I'd love to come out to Idaho sometime. Hey, Tui RC or Jeff Tui, what's up? What do you mean you lost almost 40%? Did you crash a plane, or what are you talking about? What your definition of raping the field? I have no clue. You mean somebody destroyed it with like a truck or something? No, we don't do apple cider. We got apples, like apple trees. So we got Idas and whatever else there is. Service interval on my turbine is 25 hours recommended. You can still send it in when it has 30. But if you're over that, then it'll cost a bit more to have it reserviced. Because it's a lifetime warranty, and you gotta have it serviced at 25 hours. My engine right now is at 80 minutes or 90 minutes. When I bought it, there was 30, so the rest is just me testing it on the ground and then cooking hot dogs the one time. So yeah. I'll show you what jet engine I have running in the jet if you don't know what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and pull a picture out for that. I'm running a KingTech K85G2. So let me pull up a good picture of one. See if I can get some multiple pictures in. I don't think that is it. Let me copy this image, and then I'll copy another one, and I'll put them both up at the same time. So there's the front of the KingTech K85G2. What's not shown is the FOD screen or a mesh screen cover for the front intake. And I'll show you the back end of it. You can't really see the blades in this photo, but so that's what it looks like. That's what I have up. Okay, later, Robert. Yeah, sorry for your supper time. You're on a different time frame, aren't you? You said you're Alberta. So you 4 hours behind or 4 hours ahead or something? I don't know what it is. Jetcat's like 400 for a service. For hours? No, that'll be 400 minutes. I'm talking about 25 hours. So yeah, my engine with about 80 minutes on it. I don't know how many cycles are on it. I gotta check, but it's just broken in. It's like brand new. Like I'm probably gonna put, like I won't fly my turbine jet at my own field, at my club field. I'll fly it at the events, and I have about, if it goes as planned, I'll probably fly it 12 to 18 days out of this year, maybe. Maybe if I get really good in time for my club's rally and I can take off on the 500-foot grass runway, I might fly it then. So I probably will only put about 5 hours on it this year. Maybe 6 or 7, possibly 8. Oh, 400 for a service. I don't know how much they charge for King Tech. King Tech's a little bit more expensive than JetCat. So, and plus we got to ship them in from Canada, so it costs. I think it's $600 for a service. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you like to see the chat in the stream? I'm just doing it for now. Yep. Okay, guys, it's 8:24. There's 6 more minutes left in my stream. What I will do now is I will be giving an announcement right now, one more last time. Right now I'm at 287 subscribers, which means that I am I'm 12 subscribers away from 300. I need 12 more. I'll repeat that again. 12 more subscribers. So if I can get 12 more before May 1st, I will do a giveaway. If not, I'll do one at 500. But I gotta figure out how to grow like Air Marshal is, because Air Marshal he just skyrocketed this year. Ever since January, I think January he was around 200. He's already passed. I don't know who it is now, but he's passed somebody. He's getting up to 850 soon, and pretty soon he's gonna be at 1,000. And I am a little bit jealous for him. But I'll get there soon. I just gotta get more videos out there. I'm done my Corona beer. I'm gonna end the stream right now. It's 8:25. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Farmerman Rose RC's Barn Hanger, episode number 6. Next Friday will be the announcement for the giveaway, and that show will go on for an extra hour. Okay, so Ethan RC. Yeah, it's done a lot for people this year and whatnot, but I'm really hoping that I can go to my Jet Frost event on May 2-4 weekend and fly my turbine. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for stopping in. Not as many people as last time, but really like to see the view count on this video. The last live stream, there was like 120 people that watched it, which is awesome. I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. They're both free. This is Farmerman Rose RC, episode number 6. Over and out. Oh, George Watts. I'm ending the show, buddy. George Watts calling Colhan or Aviation. He's going live in 4 minutes from now, so watch his stream. I'll be in there too. That's why I'm ending mine at 8:30 instead of 9:30 today. So thanks for stopping and being late, but I'll talk to you in Colin's stream. So thanks, guys.